left Manchester with 123. We've been travelling at motorway speed, so we've got 86 miles of range left.
That's still not far off mile for mile. So it's 55 miles then.
38, and we've done, what, 45?
Yeah.
We've done better than, haven't we? Go far. Look, you can see the sea. Oh, now you can't.
Well, we got it, so it was all good.
We did. So it looks like we're going to Lytham. Oh wow, that's quieting down. And loud again. Motorways in this country. Yeah. See, I don't need to brake. The region is actually scrubbing more.
Oh wow.
The thing is, it's not the heaviest region.
No, but it doesn't need to be.
Exactly. Yeah.
At the roundabout, take
That's
the
an interesting
first exit.
aroma, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Nivoire, as you would say.
Yes.
Sounds
God,
like
I haven't said that in a while.
Sounds like an Italian sports car. Nivoire.
In a quarter of a mile, at the roundabout, take the second exit.
So I'll be straight
And
across.
then turn right.
And
In
then
0.1
miles.
miles.
Westmead
At the
with
roundabout,
Plumptons. Plumptons!
Take the second exit.
Plumpton.
And-
Old school telephone box in red.
Yeah, it's got a defibrillator in it.
Oh yeah. That's a good idea, isn't it?
It's a flipping good idea.
Turn left.
Left.
And it means that you know what you're looking for.
Yeah. Whoever came up with that idea was genius.
Yeah. Well, the other ones have got libraries in, haven't they? Books, which is also a nice idea.
Yeah.
Looks like we've landed on the surface of the moon. Look at it.
But with Earth-type gravity.
Yeah. Wow. The thing is, the suspension's taking it well.
Yeah. You're not really feeling it. You're kind of experiencing it without any kind of jarriness.
Yeah. Jarriness. Jar
That's
Jar
a word.
Biness.
No, don't.
Jar Jar Biness. Who's that? I like Binks. Sorry.
Get out.
That's Anna's Road.
Okay, so
There was a song called Anna's Song done by Faith No More, I'm sure. Or Anne's Song. Anyway, that's Anna's Road. Even though that was potholey,
they didn't really.
no, I mean, same there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not throwing the car, it's just... what
It's
the
got.
heck?
It's rolling with it, isn't it? Really, I can't think of any other way to put it.
Very Limp Biscuit.
rolling. I need some baked goods to fling. What the
No,
hell?
in Piazza. It was only 2.4 miles.
Yay! Boingy boing.
Yeah.
In 0.1 miles, turn right.
Now, that's taking us on a pretty obscure route, isn't it?
Yeah, I know this road.
Oh, you do? That's alright then.
Well, you get out of junctions and that's an eco.
No hesitance at all.
And more to the point, it doesn't wheel spin either. It just comes out and it gradually feeds the power.
Yeah. Grips and goes.
Yeah. And then adds more power. If you go in sport, yes, it is a little more lively.
And it's a nice intuitive system for the fans as well. See, look, you can just turn them on and off. Like
Everything's well done as well. I mean, look how it
Yeah.
looks. It shows you exactly what's going on with the airflow.
Yeah.
Gives you all the information you need. Yes, I'd like some buttons on it, but, you know, it's one of those. One thing you can do, though, is you can spin it. You can either do it through the screen when you're on the BYD menu or with a little button on the steering wheel. It's its party trick. It just gives you that bit of choice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A real fan of the micro cluster. We're seeing this more and more. Oh wow, we're nearly at our eatery. There's a lot of electric vehicles around here now. Don't you see far more on the roads?
You do, yeah. But that's the way the world's going now, so.
Yeah, it is.
In 0.1
And
miles,
we've arrived in Lytham.
turn left.
Oh, hang on, there might be one down at the end.
Wow. Well, we don't need it anyway, but it'd be nice to know if they had one.
Yeah.
So we've arrived with 75 miles of range, 34% of battery. We've had the heaters on, the heated seats, so we've not been sat here going, ugh. And it's 5 degrees Celsius. It does well, considering its size. I mean, it's a small family SUV, so...
And as you said, we weren't keeping it down on the way because
holding it down. Dear.
we didn't hold it down much on the way because we had a destination and we had a time that we needed to get there. So it's
Yeah.
versatile, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no, it's good. One thing I would like to see is, in the day, it's really hard to know where park is,
Yeah.
but it's here. But apart from that, everything else is just straightforward. You can see your buttons, your toggle switches. I do like this afterburner style, you know, Hey Maverick and all that.
Yeah,
and,
it just felt very Viper-like.
gives you a roundup. Driven 49 miles, driving time 1.2 hours, consumption 14.3 HPH. Okay.
That's a nice little handy function, isn't it?
It is, and I've not seen it before, so I've
No.
obviously just jumped out of the car without thinking.
And on that note, let's just go out
Let's
and
see.
see.
The one thing you do have to remember is the start-stop button. Otherwise you'll get out and it'll start getting upset because it knows damn well that you should be in it, and it starts crying out for its key,
Yes.
and we don't want to upset it. Wow, it's chilly. It's a well-appointed SUV. I love the light bars. And when you come up to the car as well, it makes it a bit easier to see. I suppose it's a bit like a twist on the puddle light. This is a lovely accent. I say it's just got tasteful additions. BYD design. Now, build your dreams on the back. Yes, it's not going to appeal to everybody, but it wouldn't surprise me in future if it ends up just being BYD. That tends to happen when you have cars in the UK market. But overall, it's got a very pleasing silhouette, and yeah, it's a nice looking vehicle. The thing is, this is what's coming out of China nowadays. Their battery technology, their powertrains. Let's take a look at MG. And BYD, well, they sell, I think it's well over 250,000 cars every month. Globally, of course. If you like this type of video, why not subscribe to the channel? You just hit the button on the right hand side. It's free and you'll get an alert every time we upload. Also, if you do like the video, why not give it a like? It all helps and it means we can get more cars. Thank you.
Thank you, Lytham St Anne's.
Oh wow. Balls. That is a big truck. Oh look, Dodge Ram says it all. So, we've got 73 miles of range. 33% of battery. That'll easily take us all the way through the Illuminations and then back home. Now, the interesting thing about an electric vehicle is if you go to something like the Illuminations, you could be queued up for 4 or 5 hours. Now, in a nice car, you'd just be burning fuel. Yeah, you've got start, stop. But with something like this, you just won't use range. The likelihood is you'll probably actually gain it because there's no essential tick over. Next stop, Blackpool. Yay, the tower all illuminated. It's quite something, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
They're all micro roundabouts. Nice.
In
Nice responsive
0.1
steering.
miles.
Here we go. Right under Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
And we're here.
Door of the Ford Explorer. SpongeBob. The thing is, there's no better place to bring an electric car, is there?
No.
I thought that was Trump Towers, but it's Hamptons. It's amazing how many people sponsor these. Right, so let's see if we can do the full Illuminations run without using any range whatsoever.
So what range have we got now?
63 miles.
Right, okay.
We're going to be travelling, what, 20 to 25 miles an hour because
Yes.
the limit's 30. And we want to see it. So it's dropped to 62 already. The thing is,
let's see
it
if
may
we can-
recoup.
Yeah, let's see if we can keep it at 62 or higher.
Yeah. Nice. Isn't it some ridiculous amount of bulbs?
I dread to think how many millions of bulbs. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty sparkly. Wow, but it doesn't even give a donation. Have you got your money?
Yes.
Are you going to film and putting it in the hand?
Yes.
Get ready. And she's got the hat.
Hello there.
Hello,
Oh,
thank you
thank
very
you so
much.
much. That's very kind
You're
of
very
you.
welcome,
There's a
thank
map
you.
for you.
Thank you.
Enjoy your
Have a
night.
good day. Bye. Or night, for that matter. Look, they're doing illumination bulb work.
Yay, bulbage.
Respect. 62. Look at that. Retro. I do like those. Well, we picked the right day. No traffic.
I know, it's lovely, isn't it? To just be able to saunter through at our own pace.
Well, that's it. On a Friday or a Saturday night,
It's a bit chocker.
it's solid. It just doesn't move. See, we're crawling down here at 26 miles an hour. 4 kilowatts. Yes. Don't know why I'm trying to slow down. I'm doing 26. Force of habit. Look, beach. Beach. Piazza de Hut. I think we're in the sea theme area, aren't we? What's on the left? Wow. Put the windows down if you're
It's
filming.
cold.
We'll put the heating on then. Sandcastle! Blackpool's just one of those traditional holiday destinations, isn't it? You can get your popcorn, you can get your candy floss, circusy things. It puts a smile on your face, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And yes, it's massively cameraed up because when I was young, cars used to essentially street race down here.
Well, that's not safe when there's going to be so many children around.
Well, no, they didn't do it during Illuminations. I'm just saying that it was a very, very fast run, and then it all ended, and they put cameras up, which was a very good idea, to be honest. 62 miles still.
Oh, cool.
The Godfather. Yeah.
And there was the cod mother earlier on.
Really?
Yeah.
Pink Mini. The one thing I kind of. The one thing I miss is Morecambe not having Illuminations anymore, and more at the point of fairground like Frontierland. It's a nice thing.
Redevelop Frontierland.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Except for
With Thompson's again from Blackpool, or something different?
Something different.
Pirates Bay. Arr, Jim lad. There's still a number of piers in Blackpool. Look at the lighting on this tower. 8-bit graphics, eat your heart out. Love it. I've noticed the regen's heavier on, say, a motorway. When I'm going slow now, if you've noticed, we seem to coast more and more. I wonder if that's just my mind or if it's actually the vehicle inherently doing it. Get your modified motors out. See, it's an Audi, but it looks like a Saab from the front. Coral Island on the right. Aha, avast me hearties. Oh, without 61. Mind you, it is a bit stop-starty. Look up, look up. Down to 60. Let's see if we can gain it back. The thing is, it is stop-start. The other thing is it's 5 degrees Celsius, which means it's probably closer to 2 or 3.
Especially with that wind chill.
Yeah, I like that. Now we're at North Pier. Turtle Bay, Caribbean Social. I wonder if you find turtle in there. Maybe an octopus. I do love the Metropole and the way, if you've noticed, it's the only hotel on the left-hand side of the prom.
Why is that?
I have no clue. There's a couple of buildings that follow on for it now, but it's only this section that has buildings on that side.
I mean hotels?
No buildings. It's still such a popular destination. We're now coming up to the quieter end. So bear in mind, I've been doing this adventure for...
many moons.
Yeah, well, my mum and dad at least, and then I used to come here with my friends as well, and we come in a crew of cars. Used to have a load of Fiestas, and I had a red one, and then there was a black one, a white one, and a blue one. So we kind of look like the Union Jack with a dark side.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, Airfix! Look at that! The wonderment once again. That is cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Say, that's it. Lovely tree. We need a tree like that, Annabelle, in the garden.
Okay.
They're cool. Well, there you have it. We used, what did we start off with, 62?
62.
Yeah,
well,
we've
63
used...
actually, so. Well, that's just been lovely, hasn't it, Ben?
It's been a joy in this as well.
Yeah, it's been lovely to travel.
It's just effortless, isn't it?
Atto 3, yeah.
Versatile, practical, great price, fully teched up. And I think it breaks the norm of SUVs, you know, like smoke on the water, etc.
Yeah.
On that note, we'll have a plod back down the A6 and then we'll catch up a little later. So we've got 58 miles of range. Okay, launching in sport, you can get a bit of wheel spin. It really increases acceleration. Not much in it at all. So the BYD Atto 3, it can perform. I didn't expect that. I thought that would smoke us. Obviously you start caning your range, so that's not what we're going to do. Well, we've just had our first warning. I've had a really fun night, but I have been caning the range, but I've been driving it like I drive my own cars, and to be honest, it's done well. But now it's saying we need to recharge, so around 25 miles it'll give you a warning. The thing is, there's no beeps, all it's done is pop that up on the screen. The last Atto we went in, it was warning us about primary schools and all types of things. And I'm wondering if they've brought it back down.
Yeah.
So it's not as overzealous. Because it was going through some updates, wasn't it? This and Dolphin, I think?
Yeah.
ADAS ones. No wheel spin. Nice launch.
Very smooth.
Yeah. But it puts the power down without any problem whatsoever. It's, you know, other EVs, and you put your foot down, there's none of that, is there?
No.
Okay. Let's try Sport. 50. It's pretty quick.
Blink and you miss it. That's how it felt.
The thing is, it's progressive power.
Yeah.
But you can feel the difference. It's there now. Wow. Yeah, it completely transforms it from eco, like massively.
It's massively different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just there.
Yeah.
The thing is, it does it in a way that doesn't allow for wheel spin. So it's not like it's instant, but I think there's a fraction of hesitation, like minute, just so it doesn't go.
And stretch tires, yeah.
It works exceptionally well.
So we're coming to the end of our road trip. It's been an excellent day out.
Well, it's not just that, it's been a heck of a week, hasn't it?
It's been busy but good. We've had a lot on.
Well, considering this is a car that was unheard of, what, a year ago?
Yeah.
That's it. BYD have made such strides in the wow! Scooters with no lights.
Yes.
Daunting. It's an energised little SUV. We've got 18 miles of range left. 7% of battery. That doesn't sound bad, does it? Really?
It's been really good, and especially in this cold weather.
Yeah.
I think it, like you, I agree. It's held up really well.
Yeah.
Now we've got about 7-8 miles to go with that. So these new lights have got a heck of a throw, haven't they?
These are pretty good, aren't they?
They're really good. I love the throw. Yeah.
So we're down to 13 miles, 6% of battery, and it's just given me a slight chime, like a ding-a-ling, to say, don't forget, you do need to charge. The thing is, it's not nagging, which is cool, because we know we've got, what, 1.5, 2 miles to go?
Exactly. And we know we've got a charger at home.
Exactly. On that note, Sport, gun it. Oh no, I'm actually joking.
I just said there's no point, we're nearly home.
I'm joking, I'm too. EVs aren't going to suit everybody. The point is, depending on the manufacturer you buy from and the kind of versatility, practicality you want, to be honest, they may suit you. I mean, a lot of this is may. If you live in a flat, they're not ideal. However, manufacturers offer far better rates, and that's with public charging. And when it comes to home charging, then you can save yourself an absolute fortune. Because I suppose the best way of putting it is, there's a route, isn't there, Annabelle, for getting an electric vehicle? I mean, firstly, look into it.
As you were saying about the system that Ford has in place, somebody's thought outside the box and thought, well, not everybody has access to a charger.
Yeah.
So there must be another way that we can look at the infrastructure to see how we can tap into that.
I actually think BYD have got something similar, but we'll have to look it up and add it on the screen.
Yeah, that would be interesting to find out, actually.
We'll also add the information for the warranty and anything else that we've left out. But no, we're going to be sad to see this go.
Yeah.
It's made its mark, hasn't it?
It's left an indelible mark, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're impressed with BYD.
We are.
On that note, we'll call it a night. We've got a few miles left of range, but we are home pretty much. So thanks again, BYD and the Atto 3. Join us on our next adventure.